This is the untamed wilderness, grandeur that seems untouched by man. And into this mountain fastness comes a man in pursuit of danger. This is the savage, flashing story of this man. The man with the naked spur. James Stewart, fearless frontiersman, with an iron will that thirsts for revenge, and with a passionate heart that is hungry for love, the love of another man's woman.
I wish there was some way to protect you from Howie. He's gonna start on you pretty soon.
Kemp?
Oh, I've seen him with women. He'll look and think, and then he'll reach out and take. And the way things are, who's to stop him?
Me? How do you mean? I'm different.
I mean, you got a man. At least you stick to him.
He's not my man.
Well, you're with him, ain't you?
Not like you mean.
Oh, I'd forget.
The raw and savage experience of a wild, primitive beauty at the mercy of desperate men. They gambled their lives for what each man desired most. James Stewart, willing to pay any price to create a future that will hide his past. Janet Leigh, willing to defy any man strong enough to win her. Robert Ryan, willing to make any deal to win a woman and escape the law. Ralph Meeker, willing to betray friend or foe for love or money. Millard Mitchell, willing to join any scheme for any payoff.
Quit that! Dead or alive, it says.
Stop him, they won't have a chance.
Chance at what? To kill us all? All right, if that's what you want, I'll give him a chance. There. Now, cut him loose. Cut him loose!
The Naked Spur, 1953. Another collaboration with Anthony Mann, a tense and morally complex Western. The Naked Spur stands as a stark and unforgiving exploration of the American West, challenging the romanticized myths of heroism and frontier justice. Starring James Stewart in a career-defining role, the film is a masterclass in character study, meticulously dissecting the motivations and moral compromises of a man driven to the brink by desperation and the corrosive nature of vengeance. In its concise runtime of just 91 minutes, The Naked Spur delivers a psychological thriller disguised as a classic Western, leaving a lasting impact on the genre and cementing its place as a landmark achievement. Beyond its captivating narrative and breathtaking scenery, The Naked Spur distinguishes itself through its deep dive into the psyche of its protagonist, Howard Kemp, a hard-bitten bounty hunter haunted by past misfortune. Stewart, known for his all-American persona, delivers a performance of raw intensity and unsettling vulnerability that subverts his established image. Unlike the stoic and virtuous heroes often portrayed in Westerns, Kemp is a flawed and complex individual, driven by greed and fueled by a desire to reclaim what he believes he has lost. The film opens with Kemp tracking Ben Vandergroat, Robert Ryan, a notorious outlaw wanted for murdering a sheriff. Kemp's determination is immediately evident, but his motives are far from purely altruistic. He's not driven by a desire to uphold the law. Instead, he's motivated by the $5,000 bounty, a sum he desperately needs to buy back the ranch he lost due to a deceitful woman. This financial desperation is the naked spur of the title, a constant gnawing pressure that pushes him to make increasingly questionable choices. He encounters two other characters along the way. Linnea, Janet Leigh, a young woman accompanying Vandergroat, and Jesse Tate, Millard Mitchell, an old prospector seeking to make a quick buck. These three become entangled in a tense and claustrophobic chase, each with their own agendas and vulnerabilities. The dynamic between Kemp, Vandergroat, Linnea, and Tate forms the core of the film, a volatile mix of distrust, manipulation, and shifting alliances. Vandergroat is no simple villain. Ryan imbues him with a chilling charisma and a cunning intelligence that makes him a formidable adversary. He is a master manipulator, adept at exploiting the weaknesses of those around him. Recognizing Kemp's desperation, Vandergroat skillfully sows seeds of doubt and resentment among the group, turning them against each other. He constantly probes Kemp's motivations, preying on his sense of guilt and challenging his self-righteousness. Vandergroat argues, with disconcerting logic, that Kemp is no better than him, that both are driven by selfish desires, albeit with different justifications. Linnea, initially portrayed as a naive and innocent victim, gradually reveals her own resilience and resourcefulness. While she is clearly under Vandergroat's influence, she also possesses a strong will and a capacity for independent thought. She becomes a crucial figure in the power dynamics of the group, often serving as a bridge between Kemp and Vandergroat, and ultimately forcing Kemp to confront his own moral compromises. Tate the prospector provides comic relief at times, but he is also a symbol of the pervasive greed and opportunism that characterize the Wild West. He's willing to betray anyone for a share of the bounty, highlighting the moral ambiguity that permeates the film. He represents the pragmatic, self-serving spirit that often overshadowed notions of justice and honor. The stark beauty of the Colorado Rockies serves as a powerful backdrop to the film's psychological drama. The vast, unforgiving landscape mirrors the internal landscape of the characters, reflecting their isolation, vulnerability, and the constant threat of danger. Mann expertly uses the rugged terrain to create a sense of claustrophobia and tension, even in wide-open spaces. The film's cinematography, with its vibrant color palette and dramatic compositions, further enhances the sense of unease and impending doom. As the chase progresses, Kemp's obsession with capturing Vandergroat intensifies, pushing him closer to the edge. He becomes increasingly ruthless, willing to endanger Linnea and Tate to achieve his goal. He rationalizes his actions by focusing on the money, convincing himself that capturing Vandergroat is the only way to reclaim his life. However, Vandergroat's constant taunts and Linnea's growing disapproval begin to chip away at his resolve. The film's climax is a brutal and emotionally charged confrontation that forces Kemp to confront the consequences of his actions. Vandergroat, in a moment of calculated cruelty, orchestrates a scenario that leads to Linnea's accidental death. This tragedy shatters Kemp's carefully constructed defenses, forcing him to acknowledge the true cost of his obsession. The death of Linnea acts as a catalyst, stripping away the last vestiges of his self-deception and revealing the savage heart that has been driving him. Stewart's performance in these final scenes is nothing short of remarkable. He embodies the raw grief and self-loathing of a man who has lost everything, including his own sense of decency. He finally understands that his pursuit of vengeance has transformed him into something he despises, a man driven by greed and capable of causing immense suffering. In the film's final moments, Kemp captures Vandergroat, but the victory feels hollow. He has achieved his goal, but at a devastating cost. He releases Vandergroat's body rather than bring him in for the bounty, a symbolic rejection of the greed that has consumed him. He also decides to stay with Linnea's body as he cannot bring himself to leave her behind. The Naked Spur is not a celebration of the Western hero archetype. It's a cautionary tale about the dangers of obsession, the seductive power of greed, and the corrosive impact of vengeance. It exposes the dark underbelly of the frontier myth, revealing the moral compromises and psychological scars that often accompanied the pursuit of justice. The film's enduring relevance lies in its exploration of timeless themes: the corrupting influence of money, the destructive nature of revenge, and the complexities of human morality. It challenges viewers to confront their own biases and preconceptions about heroism and justice, prompting them to question the narratives we tell ourselves about the American West. The Naked Spur is a masterpiece of psychological Western filmmaking. Through its compelling characters, stunning visuals, and unflinching exploration of human nature, it offers a profound and unsettling meditation on the dark side of the American dream. It is a film that stays with you long after the credits roll, forcing you to grapple with the uncomfortable truths about the human condition and the enduring power of the past to shape our present. It's a testament to Stewart's acting range, Mann's directorial vision, and the enduring power of the Western genre to explore the complexities of the human spirit.